A lot of times when people are making their way into the Catholic Church, there are specific teachings that they'll struggle with more than others. Some of them they're like, yeah, sounds good. And then some of them they're like, I'm not going to sign on for that one. Or maybe even to the point of being driven away from entering the church. For me, because of the reason I came back to the Catholic Church, which explicitly was the authority of the church to teach and interpret, I was tired of being my own God. I was tired of being my own pope. I didn't want to be the arbiter of what was true or not true, because I have a keen self-awareness that I have no idea what I'm doing in life. You know, I'm not a 2,000-year-old structure instituted by Jesus Christ himself and bestowed upon with, supernatural sacraments, and I'm neither a priest nor am I that 2,000-year-old entity. I'm just a guy that is in need of salvation, has found where that is, and wants other people to find it too. There's this pressure that I experienced as a non-Catholic when I was going to non-denominational churches, other Protestant churches. There was a pressure to basically be your own pope. You were a Christian, but not as much of a Christian necessarily as the next guy who made sure he learned how to speak Greek and so that he could translate his own version of the Bible. And it's like there's almost a Gnostic heresy in all of it, that the deeper you go in knowledge, that's what saves you. Then you're a real Christian. When I came to the church, I very specifically wanted to subjugate myself to the church's authority. I knew that in its teachings, the church was only going to love me and be faithful to God. Now, that doesn't mean that humans in the church leadership have not absolutely blown it a number of times, absolutely wrecked the entire, trust in the church occasionally. But amazingly, the teachings never change. And so I specifically came to the church for that. And it was so freeing as I re-entered the church and came in with a passion to just say, okay, to anything. I don't know better than the church, no matter what topic. And if there's something that's like slightly less than ideal to me, the guaranteed reason for that is that my heart is in the wrong place, because the church knows, and the church was given that authority. So to be honest with you, I totally understand why other people might struggle with certain teachings or whatever. I just don't, because I love the church's authority to teach me what is right and wrong. And anything that would be residual in that vein for me from being Protestant is me not fully understanding the theology. So, yeah. And that doesn't mean I understand every teaching, because I don't necessarily. But I love that it's given to me and that I can just trust it.